Hey everybody! We don't normally do reviews, but this is going to be a review that looks a little bit like this.
Jungle.
So, I don't do reviews on this channel. It's mainly live streams, it's mainly just general bits and bobs about sim racing, and 99% of the time that's about iRacing. But I thought, I picked up something over Christmas that was given to me as a gift, and it's something that I keep meaning to do a review on, because I've actually used them for about 2 years now. 2 years I've been using them, and they have helped my sim racing. People always ask me, why do you have things like this? And I'll go on to what it is in a second. But it's one of those things you go, no one you ever see do a review has actually used it for years and given an honest opinion of how that product is in its normal wear and tear. And that's a big thing about a review. If you want to invest in something, and you're not given stuff for free, just to review it, and you've actually invested your own money in something to actually work it out, and is it going to be right for me? You're going to want, I think, hopefully an honest answer. So what I'm going to review today is made by a company called IMB. Just for disclosure, this is not an advert. I'm not paid. They've not endorsed this or anything, because I am not that big of a YouTuber. But IMB is IMB Racewear. I'll put a logo on the screen somewhere. Produce a range of racing boots, racing gloves, racing apparel. For sim races and real world races, they have a lot of real world races on their books, especially the lower league stuff, which is awesome. And they're, as I've said, quite a local firm to me now, as the crow flies. And they've been a really good support. They jump onto my stream occasionally and say hi, see what things are going on, and they're good for the community. So really good products. I first heard about them via Dave Cameron, I think it was. 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I had a pair of Sparco racing gloves with my Logitech G920 wheel. And they were good. They were pretty awesome. They're good, but they got a hold in quite quickly. Within 6 months of me wearing them, which you think 6 months is not that long to get a hold in something when you're absolutely using it. So I looked around, saw this video that Dave Cameron did, I went, that's a really good product. The thing that got me, the thing that really hooked me in, because I was in the burgeoning young days of my channel, but at this point it'd be going 1.5 years, and probably had about 20 subscribers on YouTube and about 10 subscribers on Twitch. It was more Facebook oriented back then, but it wasn't the audience on Facebook. And I thought, well, a bit of branding goes well. And these guys do custom boots, custom gloves, and I can do something with that. So I went away, photoshopped the whole process of what I wanted my glove design to be, because you can give us any design you want, or we'll help you design one, and we'll print it for you. So off I went to do this. I've got decent Photoshop skills, so I created a pair of gloves on there via a photo of it on their website. I'll just doctor that and use that as an example for a template and send it off to their guys, and purchased a pair of gloves and boots. And yes, they're custom made, so they take a little bit of time to come. I ordered their short sim racing gloves, which is what it was called. And this is the pair. Hold it back. This is the pair that I bought originally. Now, these have lasted me 2 years of heavy use. Different wheels. So I've gone from the G920 to the Logitech, to the VRS direct drive wheel. And they've just been battered. And I mean, heavy use. In excess of 1,000 plus races. Of varying degrees, and that's just official races, and that's not done what I've done on a set of Corsa, ACC, R Factor 2. Less to say about that, the better. But they held up amazingly well. I would expect a year's worth of life out of them because of the wear I put on them, but they absolutely did the job. And I'm still wearing them now. I haven't actually worn the new pair. It's exactly the same. They are that good. And my wife asked me what I wanted for Christmas. I said, I need a new pair of racing gloves because mine are starting to get a little bit used. So she bought me a new pair. they're still in the box. Well, the packet. These are going to get driven at Daytona for the 24-hour race, which I'm trying to get this video out for, actually. But yeah, I mean, this is not designed to be a long, in-depth video, but they held up so well. And it's more of a thank you to IMB for producing such a quality product. The wear, yes, they've seen better days. They have absolutely seen better days. We've got a little hole in the toes, in the fingers. I don't wear them on my feet, I promise. But they, in essence, the colour, because they're custom, and it's one of those things we go, custom, they're going to be a bit, a bit gimmicky, a bit thingy, but that, yes, they're dirty, is not a million miles away from that, to be honest, over the life of wearing them. And the stitching is held together so well. The grips come off, because these got used. Because they're meant to be used, and it's extensive use of 2+ years. So yeah, I don't do this scripted, by the way, so that's why I was following a few the Velcro's still strong, doesn't fall off when you're driving. They're not itchy, they're not uncomfortable, they still fit exactly the same. They've been in the wash as well, slapping on a 30-degree wash, and they did the job. I can't remember if that was the official way of washing them or not, but it worked. But the print, everything that they do, but it's all custom made. You don't buy these one day and they get printed in some kind of Vista Print-esque factory the following day and they come out 2 days later. They're made, I'm presuming, by hand. I don't know. I've done zero research on how they make them, but because they're quality. But the colour doesn't run. It's just perfect. I have to say, I don't think I'll ever buy another manufacturer's glove again. So they better stay in business, which I think I've got no problem with that because they've got a good base of custom. Because it's not, they don't just create sim races, they race, proper sim gear, racing gear as well. Ironically, I think my left hand, my left hand's probably a bit more worn, and there's a reason for my left hand being more worn, is because that's where the shifter is. My right hand generally stays on the wheel, so that's the right hand. That looks pretty big, to be honest, for 2 years worth of wear. The only thing is into my fingers, where I've got fat fingers, I've got big fingers. I got the extra large size originally, and got the second time around, and they do fit amazingly well. The fit was bang on, even after washing, they didn't shrink. They haven't stretched, which you would expect to get with a lot of wear from clothing. I used to work a lot in clothing retail back in the years gone by, and you saw a lot of stretch happen, especially after shrinkage. Because a lot of available rush in clothing days. So yeah, mint. You can still see the logo. I mean, that's the thing. In terms of actual use, if you watch the streams, you can watch back on videos gone by. I've always wearing them. It's very rare I don't wear my gloves on the stream, and if I'm not wearing my gloves, it's because it's some kind of leisure drive on Assetto Corsa, but it's just a bit of a free roam kind of thing. So don't really bother with that. But they are tacky. Your hand sticks to the wheel absolutely perfectly. And I've not faulted. I can't fault them. This is one of those things. Okay, yeah, but they're falling apart after 2 years because they've been used. If you buy something and don't expect to use them and they fall apart, then you might have a problem. But if you buy something and use them heavily, I'm in my rig 3, 4, sometimes 5 days a week, and I'm not in there for like a 20-minute quick race. I'm in there for half an hour. Or more. I put it so wrong. I'm in there for at least 3 or 4 hours. I'm not going to cut any of this out because I'm just completely ad-libbing this. But yeah, I'm in there for 4 or 5 hours, sometimes 6, 7 hours. I'm going to go through Daytona this week. The new pair, anyway. Because they probably will fall apart in Daytona when I'm doing long stints there. But yeah, you can't. I've yet to find a bad thing about them. The only thing I'd say actually be a bad thing, and it's not even a bad thing, it's credit to the manufacturing process they have, is that it takes 8 weeks from order to delivery, or up to 8 weeks. My new pair were not that long, by all accounts. As I said, Mrs. on a very late Christmas present hunt for them. You can only buy them direct from their website, but they delivered before Christmas, let's put it that way. I think it was only about 4 or 5 weeks. Thank you guys, much appreciated. Top service as always. And whenever I've asked them questions or they've had questions, I mean, they've jumped up the stream and they've told us about new product coming. They're not afraid to share. You get a nice key ring in the bag and all that stuff. And I presume that you still do. I did, which is nicely hanging up on my wall there. But yeah, grippy, comfortable, hard wearing, practical. And they do have a big feature of it as well. Actually, is was it 2 buttons? I think it was on mine. Yeah, on mine. It's the forefinger and the thumb are touchpad sensitive, so you can touch your phone, play around with your phone in between, which is obviously I'll do that on the stream because I'm just sitting there, bang, 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 and see how it works out. And obviously I've got little touchscreen displays on my rig as well, so it's very handy when you are doing something that you can just go bang touchscreen on an iPad or whatever you're doing, especially if you're interacting on social media. And they've got quite responsive for the touchscreen. I use them quite a lot for it. Excuse me. So yeah, quality, quality. Thank you guys at IMB Racewear. I will pop a link on the screen somehow. There you go. There's a link. I would review the other product I've got from them, but I don't believe in reviews all of a sudden because I'm going to get my high horse and go, yes, this is a review and this is what it should be like. I'm not going to review the other products. I'll show you the other product that I got from them, which is the boot, the racing boot. Some people would say that's a bit of a gimmick. Now got these at the same time as the gloves, same kind of hours, probably more actually. I have a tendency now just to walk around the house with them when I finish racing. But that's the sole. That's my braking foot. I have not had a pair of Converse last that long. And I'll tell you what, for the way I sometimes brake in my rig, and there's load cell pedals, there's hardly any wear on it. And this is, okay, yeah, the pedals are rubber, but I would expect them to be more battered. Anyway, it's not a review about the boots. Boots are fucking awesome. Anyway. So yeah. They're probably not going to monetize video because I had to swear in it just for the sake of it. So yeah. So thank you guys at IMB. I'll pop a link in the description. I'll pop a link in the video on screen toward the end, or it might have already been on screen. I'll pop it up again. You produce some quality products. Keep it going. And I hope people see this and look at a real world review. I think I've reviewed on Trustpilot. If I haven't, I probably should. And all that stuff. But if you're looking at racing gloves and you want a sim race, by the way, I'm not a pro sim racer. I'm very much average, hence the name of the channel. There probably is more where you can put through them, but realistically, in my time, I say 3, 4, 5 days a week, 3 to 5 hours a night in the rig, non-stop, pretty much. I don't think you can fault anything in that ballpark. Maybe nothing at a higher price point as well. As I had a pair of Sparkos and they didn't last nowhere near as long. And you'd expect a name like Sparko to potentially do that. We shall see. Anyways, folks, that's it. I hope I've waffled on long enough. Thanks for spending the time with me. This video will hopefully be out before the Daytona 24 hours. So if you are watching that, be sure to subscribe and like the videos and all that stuff. We will be doing a 24-hour stream of Daytona, of the whole race. My God, what am I doing? So yes, that starts on the 20th of January from 12 PM, roughly, midday UK time. So come by, join us there, come support us. It's live on Twitch, it's live on YouTube, and we'll probably highlights on Facebook. But yeah, we're all on all the socials. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, all that shenanigans, and I'll see you online at some point soon. Toodaloo!
Jungle.